Hello, good morning. I tell you what, if you're listening on the radio at the moment or listening on a podcast you can see me. On the radio you can't. I just rushed out of the shower and my hair's right in a mess. I haven't even had a shave this morning and it's one of those days for me, so please bear with me. But I tell you what I have got. I can't wait. I am going on holiday today for a few days, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm needing a break after all these shows and everything. Okay, guys, don't forget if you want to listen on the radio, guys, don't forget it's Crossroads Podcast.uk. What you do is you go to radio 97.fm, and if you go to the podcast on our podcast, it's crossroads.co. So don't get mixed up on them. And anyway, we have got Bernadette with us. Hello, Bernadette.
Hello, hello from Austria. And I understand you regarding the vacation.
Oh, yes, we I need to get away here. So anyway, tell us about yourself.
I'm in Upper Austria. I'm close to Salzburg. Pretty sure everyone who knows Sound of Music, the movie, this is my area. This is my home. I'm coming
Ah,
from a bakery. So what I did actually on the weekend was just baking because it's just relaxing me. And I'm studied health management with the focus on public health. And my PhD is about health framing. So it's about communication and how we see health in different ways. I wrote different books with resilience methods, with very easy resilience methods, especially in times like this where we have crisis inside and outside, also on a mental basic. And I'm supporting a lot of different people regarding food because I'm a diploma in nutrition training as well. I created my own nutrition style and also my own coaching therapy style, due out of my life story actually, because more than 20 years ago I was highly suicide. I was overweight and became anorexia nervosa, so I stopped just eating because I was working in a company where the people was pretty mean. So I just stopped eating. And I said to myself before I go to a psychologist, I just do further education. I put all the money in further education and want to actually understand myself and understand why it was possible that I was close, nearly killing myself when I was working in France. This was the shortcut.
that's just a shortcut. Okay, so today you kind of like we'll get around to your books in a minute, but I want to know your story. I want to know Bernadette. And so, Bernadette, so you said that you were overweight. When did that start for you?
I mean, imagine you're growing up in a bakery and have all the really good food and smells of the good food and the pastries and everything around you. And for me, it's like on one side, my dad was very sporty and also his family, and on the other side, there was mom's family, and most of her sisters were actually overweight. So I had different views on it, and like a lot of people know, when we are most of, in my opinion, we are 100%, but you can discuss it. We are emotional eaters. It begins actually when you were a baby, because a lot of people believe when babies are crying, they just need food. So we get a different
Is
view
that
on
can I
nutrition.
just stop you there? Is that
Mhm.
right? That if if emotion when you're a baby, the more the most time you kind of like cry is when you kind of like want something to eat. How about nappies or how about kind of um, you know growing their teeth? It could be that too.
I mean, do you actually know when a baby is expressing themselves what they actually want to know? Because they can't talk to you. And even, I don't know how's in your country, but when I was growing up, when babies are crying, most of the people or the women believe the baby want to have food. Or it just calms them down when you do just the breastfeeding. And as more as we get triggered, because I truly believe that we get conditioned from our surrounding, from our environment, also depending, of course, where you live, where in which culture you are, and which religion you are growing up, we just get different views and beliefs and values. What is right, what is wrong, and what is actually what we have to do. And my mom is telling me many times what she actually got conditioned, or what the doctors told her, how the babies should get grown up, what should we teach them, what shouldn't we teach them. And then you have your family, your parents, the school, then of course today the media, and also believing in the different religions. We grew up with a lot of different views on something. I don't want to say if it's right or wrong, because I'm pretty sure that everybody of us, and that all parents made it the best way possible, how they grew up, and they just give
Okay.
them the children all the things.
Okay,
And
Bernadette.
my Mhm.
How about this? If I say to you that when we are when we got when our children are young,
Mhm.
okay, shouldn't we, when they grow and they come off breastfeeding, and when they come off and they go on solid food, say, isn't it our responsibility then, given our young children, okay, proper foods, a nice home cooked food, which is kind of like, which, it's balanced meal, so people, so children kind of you know, eat healthy meals and everything. Um, do you agree with that? Do you agree with that?
Of course I do. It's for me. It's like it's a lifetime challenge that you treat, or that you give your children the best things what you know. But if you see today, a lot of women are working, a lot of moms are working, a lot of people are telling me, no, 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 I don't have time for cooking. I have to do something else. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do this. I want to make a career even when I have a child.
Mm,
And it's always the few where you grew up, the view of your surrounding, the view what you have on health, the view what you have on healthy food. Because only it's written there, it's something healthy in there, doesn't mean it's truly healthy for you.
right.
And
Okay.
it's
So, what is healthy for you?
for me, healthy food is when my body truly can digest it, when my body when the food is nurturing to my body. And when I'm saying like this, because my nutrition work is based on, I don't tell people what's healthy. I just tell the people that they begin to feel the body again. For one person, an apple can be healthy food. For another person, don't, because they have some kind of intolerance or some kind of allergy. You never know. So if you begin to listen to your body, and just there are different methods on it, you can naturally choose the right food, the right drink. And also, as more as we get information about healthy food, information about building up the health literacy, you can choose in different ways. I met a lot of people who tell me, no, but healthy food is expensive. I cannot afford healthy food. I have to buy the other things. And this is not correct. And I want to ask you, or also the audience, of course, write down for yourself what is health for you and what is healthy food for you. For me, healthy food is something like sprouts, something what I can grow in my own garden or I get directly from our farmers. Healthy food is something what I truly can digest, what is good for my body. When I eat it, I don't get sleepy. It gives me energy. Not all healthy food gives me energy. There is food out there, and there's also drinks out there, and also information out there. When you begin to read what's on the package, when you go food shopping, and you begin to read what's actually in there, ingredients, even when there's on a package like this is healthy, and you read it afterwards in the back, all the ingredients in there, it might be not healthy. It might be not even you can read it because they're kind of E numbers. I don't know, it's in the English version or in the UK, if there are E numbers out there. But if you look at the ingredients, even when it's saying this is healthy and there's no sugar in there or something like that, and you see in the back in the ingredients, then most of the time it's not correct. Healthy food is for me something what I understand what's in there, what I understand how it's got prepared. And I'm a person who loves to get groceries which are seasonal from my region, like homegrown around from my farmers, and also where I can read the ingredients and understand what's in there.
Okay, but the trouble is, what? Let me pick up a couple of points you were saying earlier. One, you were saying that people's got busy lives, they ain't got time to cook and everything else like that. You said that, didn't you? Yeah.
Mhm.
So, answer me this question, okay? Where I live in the UK, on every corner there's a takeaway.
Mhm.
Okay. Now in Australia, Austria, where you are, there's only farms and stuff like that, not very, so you're okay. But where we live in the UK, there are takeaways, there are fast food. The fast food industry is growing, obesity is growing. So I say this that um, people who have children, who have, it's their responsibility to give their children healthy food. And also, I believe also that if you are have a busy working life, I think you should kind of stop and think because at the end of the day, you have children, you got to look after them. Okay.
There's first
So hang on
thing.
for a second. Hang on for a second. So you've got to look after them, and you've got to treat your children and bring them up right? Because you're responsible for them and give them healthy meal. Now, someone would turn around and say, "Oh yes, but healthy food is so expensive," right? Correct. Healthy food is so expensive, but when you got takeaways, when you've got fast food outside of a school in the United Kingdom, right? People, children, when they come out of school, what would they aim for? Would they aim for mum's cooking or would they aim for the takeaway?
First thing, I'm on the countryside. I'm pretty sure it's just way much easier to get like the farmer food,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
when I don't believe in it, because even in Vienna we have, as you said, around the corner fast food, everything, but also the possibility, and this is a choice, to buy
Mm,
healthy food also around the corner.
mm.
Is it a responsibility having children and giving them the best way possible? Yes. Do truly children crave for fast food? No, this is conditioned. And I see it the best way with the children I have around. If they have a choice, getting healthy food, like dry fruits, what we because we try them on our own, or like gummy, I don't know, like some other sweets, they want to have the good stuff. It's the same actually with animals. If you have the choice to choose from different things and feeling your body, and children naturally, normally get also always the healthier choice. The rest is conditioned. And I see it the best in my nieces, her mom. So she loves sweets. Of course, the children love sweets too. If they see it differently, because we, our role models, when we're a child, our role models are those we see in front of us. So you are actually the best role model for your children. If you complain later on that your child not eating healthy, then ask yourself, from whom do they have that? Do they really crave? Of course, I mean, we all were teenies. Everybody knows when you're a teen, you don't want to be like your parents. Of course, there will be difference that you try stuff what you maybe never got from your parents. But I see so many children around myself where I see when they have role models where they see healthy food and see what it actually means to their body and to themselves and their health. And even when they try afterwards the other stuff like McDonald's and Co. and fast food, they always go back afterwards to the healthy food again. We get conditioned. Is truly healthy food more expensive? In my opinion, no, and there are studies out there because you eat differently when you eat healthier because it's more balanced. There are way more nutrition in the healthy food than in the other food. In long term, when you choose a healthy lifestyle, it's less expensive. Is it a choice? Yes. How much love you yourself and your body? Do I have the choice to buy fast food around the corner? Of course. I'm traveling a lot, but I also have the choice to eat healthy fast food. A salad is, however you want to, is a healthy fast food. So you always have the choice to do it. And I don't know how's it in the UK, but in Austria, especially also in Vienna, there are a lot of fast food. They have poke bowls. They're truly, really, really wonderful, healthy eating. Not cost the same like the so-called fast food, but it's way much more balanced. You're not as fast as hungry anymore, and you just have energy afterwards. And I'm traveling, I mean, before COVID-19, I always have to say that I was traveling a lot around in Europe and also globally, and I always found nice and healthy food. And I also take food with me, of course, because I just like it. I just like my nuts and I just like my stuff, but I always have the choice to find the right food.
Right. Okay. So, but do you also agree? Do you also agree that people will, if they see like a hamburger or chips and anything, whatever, sometimes they will rather go for that than for their parents to cook a meal.
If they want to choose it, they can do it. I don't. And this is I'm going back also again to the emotional eating, and I want to give you a small exercise for yourself. Do you have a favorite food?
Yeah.
Yes. And if you imagine now your favorite food, with whom do you connect this favorite food? Or with which emotion do you connect this favorite food? Is there someone or something?
Something.
Mhm. And this something is the one subconscious choosing that you either eat the chips and fish or eating something healthy. If you reframe this, or if you make becoming aware of this emotion, becoming aware of a certain situation, what gives you some kind of pleasure emotion, and you change it, you change your food habit as well.
Brilliant. Well done. I tell you what, we haven't had time today to talk about your books. So what I'm going to do, if that's okay with you, can we book another time so we can talk about your book?
That you want to book it in you want
Well,
to.
we haven't got time today to kind of like
Mhm,
talk
mhm,
about your books,
mhm.
you know. So can we book another time where we can talk about your book?
Yes,
Is that
I
okay?
just, yes. And I only want to say the only reason, because I'm an introvert person, the only reason why I wrote these books, why I'm still writing all these books in different languages, is one thing. I needed all this information what I'm creating at the moment 20 years ago. And there's one thing I want to say. When I was nearly killing myself in France back then, I always knew there is something else out there, and there is always pleasure out there. There's always something positive out there, and I wanna just I love to talk about them, because everything is just a choice, and everything is just a different view on life, on living, also on nutrition, of course.
Mm.
And this is the only reason why I'm just writing my books. Some of them are in the back, but they are just in German. I have a couple of already in English.
And
Yes.
what we'll do, we'll make another appointment for you to come up and we can talk about your books. Thank
Yes,
you for the
please.
conversation. Thank you
Thank you very
so much.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.